Arestado ang isang babae na umunoy
Thieves have a
nagnakaw
new
na
target.
ng identity.
Maglalagay mo ang national internet of identity theft. One identity theft. And they
How would you feel when someone copies your identity without your consent? What would you do when all your information is being used by others unknowingly? What if someone decided to lie to you about their true identity? SumSub estimated a 119% increase in identity fraud in 2024, with the highly targeted sectors being dating apps, banking, insurance, and financial technology. Someone committing identity fraud knows no boundaries. It can happen anytime and anywhere, whether it is online or offline. Anyone can be a victim. And this is what you call identity theft. The act of using someone else's information to gain access, money, and even power. This is a type of crime where someone needs to pretend to be you to manipulate other people.
But wait. This description looks just like another issue called catfishing. Aren't they the same? But why are they called different names? To answer the first question, identity theft and catfishing are two different issues with different motives. We have two interviewees with us today that would give us a better representation of the difference between the two.
The screen in front of us doesn't always tell the truth.
So, the story started when I was 17, mag-18 ako that time. It was pandemic, so I got curious dahil that time uso yung RPW. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but me that time, I was using my picture pero different name. So, I have a lot of dump accounts na friends dun sa Facebook na yon. And then doon ko nakausap yung guy na yon, which is at first we're friends. We became good friends through chat, and then we developed some attachment already, which lead to a romantic relationship. But it was an on and off kind of conversations because he said na may sakit, may trabaho, ang dami niya ng palusot. And then there's a lot of red flags already that I ignored. That's why umabot siya ng 4 years. So after 3 years of on and off relationship, nag-continue kami mag-usap nito lang last year. That relationship is good. It was okay. Nagpapadala siya ng regalo and nagbibigay siya ng foods and everything to spoil me. Meron siyang pictures na sinasend and videos ng guy, which the picture is hindi ko siya mahanap sa Google, sa Pinterest, sa Facebook, or anywhere. That's why, sabi ko, baka nga siya yung kausap ko. Pero, nung nakilala niya yung best friend ko, he asked if my friend is single. So, I said yes. He said na meron siyang younger brother na single din. So, ireto daw namin yung brother niya doon sa friend ko. And then, when the younger brother and my friend are talking already, na-notice na namin ng friend ko na parang iisa lang yung kausap namin dahil same ng the way they talk, same ng mga dahilan, same ng kissing, same ng tulog. And even when we're playing ML, it was very obvious na we're talking to the same person. So, nung yung younger brother and yung friend ko ay sila na, there's still ayaw nilang magpa-video call, ayaw nila ng voice call. It's just all VM, it's all just pictures. So, pag naghihinala kami, he will gaslight us into saying na bakit hindi mo ko pinagkakatiwalaan, bakit ka naiinip, bakit ka nanamadali, mga ganyan. So, hindi na namin tinry. So, he just continued to spoil us with gifts and everything. So, nung sila na, nung nagkakalabuan na kami nung kausap kong guy, ng older brother, doon ko lang na-realize na we're really talking to one person dahil na naghiwalay kami ng younger brother. Nalaman ko na sila na yung nag-uusap ng friend ko. And then, months after, I find out na hindi talaga lalaki yung kausap namin. We were talking to a girl, which is, she's a religious girl na takot mag-out sa family niya. So, she has to use a dump account and fake pictures. But those pictures are a picture of her ex. So, ayun, up until now naman, they're still together, but nakikita na sila, so they're in a wall-to-wall relationship. So, that's it. I just have to tanggapin na lang na ganun yung nangyari, pero me and the person that I talked to before were not in any communication na again.
What Jennifer went through is an example of catfishing due to the person's intent of deception due to romantic interest or motives. For our next interviewee, we can see an example of identity fraud that can help us paint the picture for the difference between the two.
In today's digital age, one content creator discovered the dark side of online fame: identity theft.
I do contents on TikTok. And syempre kapag medyo kilala ka sa TikTok, madaming mga tao na kukunin yung face mo, gagamitin para sa ganitong bagay, para sa ganyang bagay, which is hindi siya maganda. So yun yung time na nag-boom talaga yung account ko sa TikTok. Yun yung time na may mga ganun nangyari. I felt very parang nakaka-down, na parang nakakahiya kasi bakit yung ginagawa kasi nung tao na habang gamit yung mukha mo is they're doing things that nakakasira ng image. Pero ang pinakamalala dun sa mga ganon is nung time na may nag-email sa akin na guy, may nakakausap daw kasi siya na babae na face ko yung ginagamit. Nagulat daw siya kasi hindi niya daw na-expect na poser pala yun or ginagamit yung face ko. Ang ginagawa niya is, pinaperahan niya to si guy na yung ginagamit niya yung mukha ko, sinasabi niya na kasi yung mom niya daw is may sakit, nagpapadala siya ng pera, ganun-ganun. And ito naman si guy, hindi niya kasi chinek muna kung kung yun talaga yung totoong tao na nakakausap niya. Ngayon, nakagasto siya ng halos lagpas 20,000 din dun sa sa tao na yun.
How do we overcome such a tragedy?
Huwag nilang sasarilihin kung may mga ganun man na nangyayari sa kanila. It's much better to tell your family or your friends. Baka kasi mamaya sobrang seryoso na siya to the point na dapat kakasuhan na or something. So yun lang naman. Inignore ko na lang siya. Although there are times na nagsisik ako ng help sa mga mutuals ko na kung pwede pa-report, ganun, para hindi siya makagawa pa ng kung ano-ano and mawala agad siya.
Can one truly overcome something like this when your very identity is taken from you?
In the end, though different, identity theft and catfishing are both alike in terms of scams and deceptions. These have become wounds that extend beyond the screen, because the real damage isn't what was stolen or lied to. It's what's been broken. Trust, safety, and identity, things that no password can protect. People experience fear and depression because of this kind of crime. These issues are not a joke. These are serious matters that people should take accountability of. People must be aware of what is happening inside the zone of deception and stealing. This does not just steal any luxurious, branded, or lavish things, but it is an act of stealing and disturbing someone else's life, a quiet and peaceful life.
And to the victims, it is time to rebuild your foundation. Regain the very identity that was taken from you. Be the person that you are once more. To those who have yet to experience such a violation, what would you do to stop it?